what's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller. Just saying. And welcome everyone to WWE NXT Review, the show from September 12, 2018. They were at Full Sail University at Winter Park, Florida. Your commentators, Mauro Bernardo, Nigel McGuinness, and Percy Watson. Let's not waste any time. Let's just jump right into it. Alright, so it was announced for the main event for NXT from this past week. Bianca Belair versus Nikki Cross. And folks, when I get that main event, I'll let you know how I felt about that main event. And yeah, I'll talk about it when I get to it. But let's get to what happened in the opening. We get the return of Orny Norkins, and he's in a tag team match with his partner Danny Burch, 1 and 2. When it comes to Orny Norkins, 1. When it comes to Danny Burch, 2. When it comes to the hand gestures. And you got the crowd chanting 1 and 2 basically. Against these new tag team here that's been paired up together. Cesar Bononi and Adrian Judy. He was wrestling Keith Lee at one point, and that match was pretty good. Now I don't know how that's how he plays his last name. I'm still trying to learn his last name since he's there for the long haul, based on his performance in the match here, and also what comes to it we at one point wrestled Keith Lee. But other than that, yeah, this match itself, opening match was pretty decent. Orny Norkins was kicking ass. So was Danny Burch. Cesar Bononi, he was decent, but Adrian Jaduli, again, I know that's not his last name, but I'll learn it though. I'll try to learn it. He was pretty good, better than his partner. Excuse me. In the end, you have Orny Norkins 1 and Danny Burch 2, 1 and 2. They win. I don't know if is that gonna be the tag team name, by the way, 1 and 2. One or it's gonna be 1 2. I don't know. But whatever. But yeah. Anyways, the match itself was pretty decent, and they're your winners, Danny Burch and Orny Norkins. So there you go. Nothing else to say about that. Next we get to something that I thought, folks, I never thought WWE was gonna do, and what they did here, I thought it was a mistake. I thought it was a huge mistake there, especially when it comes to the merchandise. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about. So, a music was playing, and it sounds like cool music, by the way. The intro started like this: beep, 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 beep. You know how you hear from the hospital, kind of like a Taz, if you remember Taz when he was in WWE. Beep, 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 and then his music plays. Well, it also reminds me of Tommaso Ciampa from Ring of Honor, where Tommaso Ciampa, being known as a serial psychopath, beep, 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 beep. Yeah, know what I mean. Yeah. I'm pretty sure y'all watch a lot of TV shows when it comes to that. When you see a lot of shows that involve doctors and all that, and then when they lose a patient, that's the sound you hear. So as I'm hearing that, and then the music plays, cool music, by the way, and then the Typetron, by the way, cool Typetron, the way they did it too, and all. When it comes to the video graphics, and it says Ciampa. And I say to myself, no, they did not give him a theme song. They did not give him the music. And sure enough, they did. So yeah, Tommaso Ciampa's got theme music, which to me I thought was a letdown there, and a huge mistake there, because the whole point of Tommaso Ciampa coming out there with no music is to not please the fans. It doesn't matter if they like him or hate him. He does not want to please the fans with anything when it comes to having a theme song whatsoever. And then when it comes to having his own merchandise, Remember the T-shirt that he had with a skull and the beard? He's called the Black Heart. That's his T-shirt. But then, and also they decided to have another Black Heart T-shirt there for Tommaso Ciampa. A Black Heart has color his colors that he enjoys having. But I think the color represents the camouflage that he will always wear. But basically look at a certain flag. I guess you could call it the Black Heart flag, something like that. And then it says Ciampa. Now he's got his own T-shirt too. And the whole point with Tommaso Ciampa, with him being a heel, doesn't matter if you like him or hate him. Doesn't matter either way. He doesn't want anyone to have his T-shirt designs. When it comes to being a nasty, a rude, or disrespectful, and arrogant, a cocky, and untrustworthy heel, basically. Anyway, I could try throwing in what goes to represents what Tommaso Ciampa is all about. He's not about the fans. He doesn't care about the fans. He hates the fans. He doesn't want the fans to enjoy anything that he does. He doesn't want the fans to enjoy his theme song. He doesn't want the fans to enjoy his merchandises. And based on what WWE just did here, they made a huge mistake by doing that. And I get it. You're supposed to to market these guys and all that. You can't market a heel that much. That's my opinion. Tommaso Ciampa was doing a hell of a job being a heel. Trying it's hard not to be marketed like someone you should get behind. And in a way, I am behind Tommaso Ciampa, but I don't want to be behind him when it comes to buying his merchandises, or because I want to showcase. Basically, not when it comes to fans. Fans should showcase Tommaso Ciampa to support Tommaso Ciampa, and the one way to do it is to not support him by cheering for him, or by buying his merchandises. Because either way, Tommaso Ciampa. Well, in a way, I guess Tommaso Ciampa needs some money. That they bought some. Does that mean they're fans of his? Well, based on that, yeah, that's what that definitely means. So yeah, whatever. I guess it's whatever. You got Tommaso Ciampa's got make money too. He can't just not make money by doing that. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. But Tommaso Ciampa, he came out there. And he basically talks about his theme music, his new theme song, basically. He says this, when it comes to the intro of it, beep, 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 it represents the fans. That he means that him, being behind the fans, him, liking the fans, him, doing it for the fans, was, all that was, represents, that it was on life support. Beep, 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 and now it's gone. It's dead. He doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care about the fans anymore. He doesn't care what the fans think of him anymore. Doesn't care at all about these fans. That's the point of that. The intro of his theme song. And by the way, the theme song itself, pretty good, pretty damn good. I'm not how it was going to feel about it. For those who watched NXT, but I thought it was pretty good. And it talks about John Gargano taking him out in the last standing match. I think over Brooklyn 4. And it talks about the whole thing with Aleister Black. About he basically denied that he took out Aleister Black. He said if he was gonna do it, he would have did it to him face to face and in front of witnesses, basically. And he says he was gonna be on his way, just like Lars Sullivan was, to take out Aleister Black, because Aleister Black was gonna be involved with that last match, in this match between Gargano and Ciampa from Takeover Brooklyn 4. And he said he just wanted to be just him and Gargano. And based on what happened with Aleister Black, he says someone beat him to the punch. And at the end is Tommaso Ciampa. He pumped his chest. And also told his fans to shut up and all that. And but yeah, Tommaso Ciampa, and basically Tommaso Ciampa also talks about, Gargano's, he loses, Aleister Black loses, and then Ciampa says he win, and he's enjoying everything of it. So he starts leaving, right? And he sees a sign that says Ciampa sucks. Excuse me, Ciampa sucks. A sign that says Ciampa sucks, which a little kid's holding on to it, and he's wearing a T-shirt of Johnny Wrestling. So what does Ciampa does? Ciampa snatches the sign away from that kid. Like, holy shit. Toronto Ciampa, he in a way he's still even though he's got a new theme song, he's got new merchandises now. He can still act like a heel, even to a little kid. Like, come on, that's the innocent. That kid is innocent, you know. So yeah, that in a way, Ciampa is still doing his job as a heel, and he's still getting heel heat too, by the way, folks. He's still getting booed. Now, that being said, we'll get to Ciampa later on, but let's get to what happened next. We get Shayna Baszler versus Violet Payne. Who's Violet Payne? No idea, but she looks like a cutie. I thought she was alright in the ring because to her storytelling. But yeah, she went up against Shayna Baszler and she got her ass kicked by Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler was not in the mood that she was not in the mood where she wants to play games with her opponents. She took it to the Violet Payne very hard, in a hard way. And sure enough, she did. She got messing her arm up a little bit, tormenting her arm, and then she stomp on the arm, and then she goes for the Karakura clutch. At this point, Violet Payne taps out to it, and she passes out after that because Shayna Baszler refuses to let go. And then after the match, Shayna Baszler continues to go attack Violet Payne, put her back in the Karakura clutch, and Violet Payne passes out again, and then Shayna Baszler kicks her a little bit to see if she's wakes up again, and she puts back in there again, and then she leaves after that, and then she goes back to the ring, get her back in the ring, gets around in the Karakura clutch again, and then leaves again, and there you go. Shayna Baszler, she wants that title back from Kairi Sane. She's basically saying a statement, a message to Kairi Sane that that Shayna Baszler is done playing games and she wants her title back, and she's gonna hurt the Pirate Princess when she gets her opportunity again. So there you go. And wow, and that was a 100% squash match to showcase Shayna Baszler that she is not playing games anymore. So for all the women in the women's division, be alert, look out, beware for the Queen of Spades, the Magician of Submission, Shayna Baszler. Before I get to the other two matches, I gotta mention the video vignette that they did for the Forgotten Sons. Nice video package they did for them. Well, sort of a video package, but like a video vignette promo basically. They were somewhere in some location. I don't know where they are. Maybe at a junkyard, wherever. Maybe I don't know if they were or not. But they were somewhere that they cannot be bothered. And they were in separate areas, and they start walking towards each other, and they start walking forward. Basically, the whole thing is that they're not gonna be forgotten by NXT anymore, or by the fans or that. And basically, because they were forgotten, they're known as the Forgotten Sons, and they want to make sure that they won't ever to be forgotten ever again, basically. So yeah, that faction itself, we'll see where it goes from there. I'm enjoying it for what it is right now. At least I do something with Wesley Blake. I meant to say, excuse me. At least I do something with Wesley Blake after what, 2 years, I believe, or at least, or actually more than 2 years, basically, folks. Cause they had no clue what to do with Wesley Blake. They thought at one point they found something with Wesley Blake because of teaming up with Buddy Murphy at one point. But after that, there was they didn't know what to do after that. After that, and now they found something for him for when it comes to Jackson Riker and what's the other guy's name? Keep forgetting his name. Steve Cutler. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why they're called the Forgotten Sons, because I'm already forgetting about his name too now. But yeah, I want to see more of these guys though. We'll see what they can do to develop. Before I move on to again, I got some other things to talk about here. Undisputed Era cut a promo about the match that Pete Dunne and Ricochet is gonna have next week on NXT, title for title, in the champion versus champion match. Pete Dunne, who's the United Kingdom champion, and you got Ricochet, who's the North American champion. Yeah, at one point Pete Dunne cut a promo as he was arriving at Full Sail earlier on that day, and talks about that he blames himself for not being for getting in the business of of Undisputed Era trying to go after Ricochet, and then he's like, but at the same time, it kind of he kind of didn't mind that because he wanted Ricochet to know that he wants to go after Ricochet of his NXT North American Championship. It's all about getting more gold, folks, and when you get more gold, that means more money. And that's what Pete Dunne is all about. Winning championships and making money. And also to prove that he's the best, he's one of the best in the world, which he is. And then Ricochet was interviewed at one point by Kathy Kelly, where Ricochet is talking about how I didn't mention this too, by the way. Pete Dunne mentioned earlier on that day that he's been the UK champion for over a year now, and then Ricochet, who's been there for 5 minutes, and he held on to the belt for 5 minutes basically. Yeah, basically referencing that he's been the champion shorter in a short period of time. With him being for just getting there in WWE. And Ricochet replied to that, and there you go. Nothing to say about that. Ricochet he's looking forward to see he's looking forward to face Pete Dunne and all that, and he's gonna find out that Ricochet is gonna be the one and only who's gonna be the one to have two championships in NXT. Because of being North American champion, and if he can become the United Kingdom champion, which I doubt he is. And speaking of that, that's where Undisputed Era comes into factor. Remember I talked about before that Pete Dunne and Ricochet's match was set up by William Regal, and I was saying to myself, is it both titles on the line, or one of the titles on the line? And sure enough, it was both titles on the line. And I said to myself, well, that means Undisputed Era is going to get involved, and by looks of it, it look like it's going to. So when that happens, folks, don't be shocked. Just saying, because Undisputed Era knows how to shock the system. Just saying. But we'll see. And guess what? That's gonna be the main event. And again, it's gonna have Undisputed Era getting involved in that main event. That way, Pete Dunne and Ricochet won't have to worry about losing their titles. That's why I feel like Undisputed Era is going to get involved in this match. These two, Pete Dunne and Ricochet. It's going to be a great match, folks. But it's going to by the Undisputed Era when they get their chance to shock the system. Just saying. All right, now let's get to the matches here. Wait, folks. There's one more thing I need to mention before I forget, because I forgot to mention this last week. Tucker Knight, man, all this dose of fish. So this was from last week though. They were in the office of William Regal because this whole investigation about who's the suspect, who's the attacker of Aleister Black. So all dose of fish was like, so this was like to be under the bright lights. What the hell? That came out of nowhere. Like, what the hell? Like, what are you talking about? You've been under the bright lights before in the ring. Oh no, but. And Harry Shane and basically all Joseph was like, oh, it's getting hot in here. And like, can I get a bottle of water? I'm like, what the? I'm like, this is entertaining here. I was entertained. I was laughing. And then he drinks the water, and then he's like, okay, I did it. And like, oh no, what? I was like, what? He didn't talk Aleister Black, by the way. I was saying to myself, okay, what did he do that didn't have anything to do with him being being Aleister Black's attacker? He's like, okay, I did it. He's like, he broke the toilet seat. The toilet, whatever, from the performance center because he had coffee that was running down of his sternum, whatever, and then it started shaking, and then he said when that starts shaking, he starts shaking, and then he's like, he's like boom, Like, and then Tucker Knight was like, "That's not what this is about." And like, it's like, but he's like, and then all the stuff was like, he's like, "But I'm not lying." And like, and Women goes like, "Okay, like, he's like, we know you guys didn't do anything, that involves House of Black." But he's like, but you were there when on the whole recording thing, and like, do you have any is there anything you can help us with, anything? Basically there was nothing, from them, but Heavy Machinery let them know that if we did see something, they would let them, they would indeed let him know, so. But it was funny though. That was entertaining. All those fish was entertaining this one. And that was it. They were done. So now that was last week. This week, we had all those fish and Tucker Knight, Heavy Machinery back. They were all outside on the parking lot. They were doing something. Recording a vlog, whatever I meant to say, like they always do. And also we see Tommaso Ciampa in the shot, and then Tommaso Ciampa walks up to them, and they noticed he was there too, by the way, because it's a salty view of it. And Ciampa has basically Ciampa was walking up to Heavy Machinery, trying to say he's a suspect of attacking Aleister Black and all that, and then Otis Dosovic challenges Tommaso Ciampa to a fight. And I was like, I'd love to see that. And then when Rico comes in, he's like, is there a problem here? And all that. And then he tells Ciampa to come to his office to investigate more about if he may have been the one to attack Aleister Black. And then he says, and as far as you and basically Tommaso Ciampa and Otis Dosovic, you'll have your match next week. Can't wait, folks. Can't wait to see how that match turns out. I think it's gonna be awesome. Well, we'll see. And before I move on to the last two matches, there's other segments happening here. There's other segments happening here too. So Kairi Sane was in Rodrigo's office to clear herself about because a woman attacking Aleister Black to take out Aleister Black. Yeah, right. Who knows? Maybe it was Shayna Baszler. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, but it wasn't though. No, it wasn't. It's gonna be some guy that's gonna lead to a match with Aleister Black versus that suspect, whoever did that. But anyways, Kairi Sane was talked to by Rodrigo in the office about this whole investigation of who was like Aleister Black, and that's it for Kairi Sane. She was gone, and also Cassius Ohno comes in. He wants to and by the way, I want to point this out. Shout out to Cassius Ohno for wearing the T-shirt of Cesaro Kid, when at the time when Cesaro and Tyson Kidd were once a tag team, and they will still be a tag team to this day. WWE would have never forced Tyson Kidd to retire. So anyways, yeah, Tyson Kidd should be wrestling, folks. And no, I don't blame Samoa Joe. It wasn't Samoa Joe's fault. It was a freak accident. So, yeah. One of the reasons why he can't do the Muscle Buster on the main roster, though. Samoa Joe. Again, it was a freak accident. Let him do the Muscle Buster, Samoa Joe, and let Tyson Kidd wrestle again. Anyways, excuse me. So as I was saying, Cassius Ohno, he walks in. He wants to be investigated. He wants to be asked questions about the whole thing about Aleister Black's attack. Where he goes like, "Oh no, actually you're clear." And I was like, "What? But you didn't ask me any questions on that." I couldn't. He's like, I couldn't know something about that. He looked a little frustrated, by the way. And then Rigo's like, well, the reason why you're clear is because Kairi Sane clear you on that. Because remember, if you seen that show, that episode of NXT, Kairi Sane was with Candice LeRae, and then Cassius Ohno comes in, and he had that look on his face like he was frustrated. So basically, that's what Kairi's saying. That's why Rigo said that Kairi's saying when it comes to Cassius Ohno name being clear. So yeah, Cassius Ohno had nothing to do with that. And then all of a sudden, but Rigo's like, but I didn't notice the look of your face though. Are you being frustrated? And then Cassius Ohno says, yeah, I am frustrated because I'm frustrated because ever since he came to NXT, who's a hot agent, a hot free agent since last year, and he hasn't been, he's been overlooked. He's been not being utilized. And Rigo's like, Rigo's trying to make a good defense of that. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, well let's see what happens to this other hot free agent that's coming in, and he said he wants to go against him. And I'm assuming, folks, he's talking about Matt Riddle. So yeah, we'll see, folks. I guess I speculate this will happen anyways. Matt Riddle and Cassius Ohno wrestling. It was only a matter of time when it was going to set that up, and sure enough, the already sees planning, and it's already it's already growing to its influences. So, and there you go. That was it. That was it for the segments there. Let's not forget anything else. But anyways, now we get to the match here. The last two matches here. Lars Sullivan versus Raul Mendoza. This was to showcase Raul Mendoza against this monster, the freak himself, Lars Sullivan, and look, Raul Mendoza was doing pretty good. Using speed and agility against Lars Sullivan and doing some impactful dropkick moves and all that, and high flying moves and everything. Lars Sullivan ends up cutting him off at one point, and Raul Mendoza kept on picking up more steam for himself until finally Lars Sullivan got the best of him, and then finally ends him with a freak accident and gets the win. Yes, Lars Sullivan wins. I thought those had Raul Mendoza beat him. That's what I thought. Not that Raul Mendoza needed to beat him. Lars Sullivan, he just came back from his fake injury. The reason why they did that is because they want to save face, because they don't want him to get crapped on for making that botched mistake there from that takeover show against Aleister Black, from that Chicago 2 event. Anyways, but yeah, Lars Sullivan wins the match, and I enjoyed the match too, by the way, for what it was. All right, main event time. Nikki Cross versus Bianca Belair. This match, folks, was so much fun to watch. And you also have storytelling. You have psychology playing here, mind games playing, especially because of Nikki Cross. This match was unbelievable. So basically, Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. Basically, let me talk about this. The fans, they're doing some dueling chants here for Bianca Belair and for Nikki Cross. They're saying Nikki Cross, EST. EST is for but it's what Bianca Belair represents. She's the EST of NXT, and meanwhile you got the twisted sister of NXT, Nikki Cross. So Nikki Cross, EST. Nikki Cross, EST. Who was louder? It was harder to make out, basically, because fans enjoy Belair just like they enjoy Nikki Cross. So Bianca Belair, I'm basically gonna call a few highlights that I enjoy. Bianca Belair does her usual def lip gorilla press that she always does. She always impressed me with that move. Nikki Cross, what was her highlights in this one? Her acting crazy, like always. She's always got that energy to act all crazy. Now, I believe the crossbody. I believe she did. Oh no, actually, I think that was after the match. Yeah, after the match, it got crazy after the match. By the way, folks. But yeah, they fought in the ring plenty times, and for a few times I meant to say. Then they wrestled outside the ring. And I just remember how it happened. I remember Bianca Belair, she finally pulled out her whipping hair to whip Nikki Cross with it, and Nikki Cross loved it. She felt the pain, and then she loved it, and then all of a sudden, I'm trying to remember how. Oh yeah. So Nikki Cross got Bianca Belair in the sleeper hold, and Bianca Belair falls back on her, on the steel ramp, and I guess because of the pressure of the sleeper hold on Bianca Belair, she was passing out, and then she's like, you know what, I'll drop on your back, I'll drop on my back, and crushing you, on the steel ramp, and then they both got counted out. After the match, they both recovered, and then Bianca Belair goes right after Nikki Cross, and they both start fighting each other. Bam, 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 bam. And they follow each other into the broadcast area. And then Nikki Cross was tossed over the broadcast by Bianca Belair. And you got three referees backing her up and everything. Also, Nikki Cross gets on top of the broadcast table, and she jumps off the front cross body onto all four of them. Two referees, they were males. One referee, that was a woman, and Bianca Belair. And the show ends with with Nikki Cross doing a cross, like I said, doing a front cross body onto Bianca Belair and the three referees, while she loved every bit of it. And the show ends from there. And also the rivalry between those two continues, between Bianca Belair and Nikki Cross, which is good. At the same time, someone's got to lose here, and I'm sorry to say this, but Nikki Cross has to lose. Nikki Cross has to lose. Bianca Belair must stay undefeated on NXT TV, even though she's lost a match on a house show against Ember Moon months ago. Just saying. But besides that, that was it for NXT. Tomorrow wrestling for NXT, I believe it was 4 matches. Yes, 4 matches. And that was and my overall rating for NXT from September 12th, 2018. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. Excuse me. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. Good show, very good show. Which no surprises there. Another good show by NXT. So yeah, there you go. So that being said, folks, thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr. That's your born driller. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. The choice is yours and yours alone. And there you go. And after this one, I gotta get to my Impact Wrestling review, folks. And folks, this week's Impact Wrestling, yeah, pay attention to that one. That's all I'm going to say. So, with that being said, you all take care. Peace on the streets. Talk to you all in a few moments, but for now, I'm out.